My rebellious 16-year-old daughter screamed, "I wish you were dead. Mom's new boyfriend is my real dad." I calmly said, "Noted, sweetie." So I started acting like I'm dead. 3 days later, she's begging me to go back to normal. I'm a 44-year-old man, divorced from my ex-wife, Melissa, for 8 years. We have a daughter, Amanda, 16, whom I've raised almost single-handedly since the divorce. Melissa moved across the country for her dream job and sees Amanda maybe twice a year. Last week, everything blew up. Amanda's been dating a guy, Hassan, 17, who I can't stand. He has a record for shoplifting, skips school constantly, drives recklessly, and treats my daughter like garbage. I told her she couldn't go to a house party with him last Friday, a standard parenting call, right? She lost it, screaming that I'm ruining her life, don't understand her, the usual teen drama. Then she dropped a bomb, "I wish you were dead. At least Mom's new boyfriend, Timothy, gets me. He's more of a dad than you'll ever be. I can't wait to turn 18 and live with them." I just looked at her. No yelling, no arguing, just said, "Noted, sweetie." She stormed to her room, probably expecting me to chase her like I usually do. But something in me snapped, not in anger, more like a switch flipped. If she wants me dead, I'll give her what she asked for. Since Saturday morning, I've acted like I don't exist in her life. Dead people don't make breakfast, so she's fended for herself. Dead people don't drive, so she's taken the bus. Dead people don't pay for things, so when she asked for lunch money, I stared through her. Dead people definitely don't cover unlimited data plans, Spotify Premium, or Netflix. At first, she thought it was a joke, trying to get a reaction. "Dad, this is stupid." "Dad, come on." "Dad." Nothing. I go about my day as if she's not there. Cook dinner for one, watch TV alone, don't even look when she speaks. My phone's been blowing up with calls from Melissa since this morning. Apparently, Amanda called her crying using the landline. But dead people don't answer phones. Is this petty? Maybe. But I'm tired of being the only parent who cares while being told I'm not good enough. Update 1. To answer some questions, yes, I still feed her. There's food in the fridge, she just has to prepare it. I'm not neglecting her, just not interacting. Today, Amanda tried to break me by bringing Hassan home, thinking I'd have to acknowledge a guest. No. I walked past them in the living room, made a sandwich in the kitchen, and went to my home office. I heard her tell Hassan I'm acting like a psychopath, ignoring her for no reason. Hassan had the nerve to knock on my office door, calling me immature. I didn't look up from my laptop. Then things got interesting. Melissa called my sister, Stephanie, who came over to talk sense into me. Stephanie knows the full story. She's been my rock since Melissa bailed, leaving me to raise Amanda while she plays fun mom twice a year. Stephanie saw Amanda moping on the couch and said, "Sweetie, why the long face? I thought you'd be happy now that your dad's dead to you." Amanda burst into tears, begging, "Aunt Stephanie, make him stop." Stephanie shrugged. "Make who stop? I don't see anyone doing anything to you." Amanda ran to her room. Stephanie high-fived me, proud I'm finally standing up for myself. We had coffee. Well, I did. She had wine, and she updated me on Melissa's messages. Apparently, Timothy, who's met Amanda 3 times, told Melissa I'm emotionally abusing her, and they're considering options. Stephanie told Melissa to try being a mom for once instead of letting her boyfriend play dad to a kid he barely knows. Best part? Amanda's phone was cut off today for non-payment. I've been covering it, but the account's in my name. Dead people don't authorize payments, so when the autopay failed, I canceled it. She used the landline to call her friend Rebecca, whining about my crazy behavior and saying she didn't mean it when she wished me dead. Too late, sweetie. Update 2. The entitlement is real, folks. This morning, Amanda missed the bus because she's used to me waking her. She came downstairs at 8:45. School starts at 8:05, finding me sipping coffee and reading news on my tablet. "Dad, why didn't you wake me?" "I'm late." "Nothing, not even a glance." She panicked. "This isn't funny anymore. I have a chemistry test." I kept reading. She stood in front of me, waving her hands in my face. I moved my tablet and continued. She ran off, calling Melissa on the landline. 20 minutes later, she came back crying, "Mom says if you don't drive me to school now, she'll call her lawyer." I nearly laughed. Melissa hasn't paid child support in 2 years, but sure, call your lawyer. Amanda walked the 1.5 miles to school, a safe neighborhood. I watched from the window as she trudged down the driveway, probably cursing me. Around noon, the school called, leaving a voicemail. Amanda tried buying lunch, but her account was empty. I usually reload it Mondays, but dead people don't do that. The cafeteria lady let her charge it this time, but funds are needed. Then chaos hit. Melissa flew in, showing up at my door at 3 p.m. with Timothy, a 38-year-old trying to look younger with a backward cap and designer jeans. Melissa, thinner with some work done on her face, wore clothes suited for Amanda's age. "Brian, open this door now. We need to talk about what you're doing to my daughter." I sat in the living room, visible through the window, reading a book. Timothy banged on the door. "Hey man, be an adult and talk." I turned a page. They stayed out there for 45 minutes, Melissa shifting from demands to pleas to threats, Timothy from tough guy to peeking in windows and suggesting they call the police. Amanda got home from walking, shocked to see them on the porch. "Mom? What are you doing here?" "I'm here to fix this, sweetie. Your dad's lost it." They planned to stay at a hotel to sort out options. Amanda looked at me through the window. I kept reading. "Dad, please, I'm sorry, okay?" "Nothing." Melissa grabbed her arm. "Let's go, pack a bag. You're staying with us until your dad stops this ridiculous act." But Amanda didn't tell Melissa she's on academic probation for skipping classes with Hassan. If she misses more without a valid excuse, she's expelled. Amanda tried explaining, but Melissa brushed it off. "We'll call the school. Timothy knows people on the board." Timothy, who's met Amanda 3 times, nodded like he has pull in a district he's never lived in. They left, Amanda glancing back like she wanted me to stop them. I didn't. Stephanie came over an hour later with Chinese food and wine, predicting they wouldn't last 2 days in a hotel. Melissa can barely handle Amanda for a weekend, let alone full-time. Update 3. Stephanie was wrong. They didn't last 2 days, only 18 hours. Amanda returned this morning at 7:30 with Melissa and Timothy. I was making breakfast for one when I heard a car door. Melissa used her old emergency key to barge in with Timothy and Amanda like they owned the place. "Brian, this ends now," Melissa declared. "Amanda has something to say." Amanda looked exhausted, eyes swollen, hair a mess. "Dad, I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I said. Can we go back to normal?" I set my bacon and eggs on the table and ate. Timothy stepped forward. "Listen, buddy," Amanda cut him off, exploding. "Shut up, Timothy. You don't even know me. Stop acting like my dad." Silence except for my fork on the plate. Melissa's face reddened. "Amanda, apologize to Timothy now. He drove all this way." "I don't care," Amanda yelled. "You dragged me to that awful hotel where you and Timothy fought all night. You don't even know what classes I'm taking, that I had a chemistry test, or that I'm on academic probation. You know nothing." She turned to me, tears streaming. "Dad knows. He knows I hate pickles on my burgers, need exactly 2 creams in my coffee, get panic attacks during storms, and that my favorite show is The Office, not Euphoria like I tell everyone. Dad knows me. But I told him I wished he was dead and Timothy was my real dad." Her voice broke. "Now he won't even look at me." Melissa tried. "Sweetie, can we fix this?" "No," Amanda snapped. "You left when I was 8. You call once a month, if that. You sent my birthday money 2 weeks late last year." She pulled out a crumpled paper, a letter written in shaky handwriting at the hotel. "Dad, I know you probably won't read this because dead people can't, but I'm so sorry. I was mad about Hassan and the party and said the worst thing I could think of. I didn't mean it. You're not perfect, you're strict, worry too much, and still cut the crusts off my sandwiches like I'm 5. But you're here. Always. When I got my first period and was too embarrassed to buy Pats, you showed up with 10 brands and chocolate. When I failed my driving test, you said it was okay and took me for ice cream. When Hassan was a jerk last month, you didn't say, "I told you." You let me cry and made mac and cheese at 11 p.m. I'm so sorry I said Timothy was my real dad. He asked what grade I'm in. My grade. He got me a Justice gift card. I'm 16. Please don't stay dead. She set the letter by my plate. Melissa stammered, "Amanda, I've been building a life for us." For us. Amanda laughed bitterly. You built a life with Timothy in your perfect apartment where kids can't visit more than 2 weeks per year. Yeah, Dad told me about your HOA rules. Timothy shifted. Melissa, maybe you both should leave, Amanda said. This is my home with my dad and you're not welcome here. Silence. Melissa grabbed her purse. Fine. When you're ready to apologize and be reasonable, you know where to find me. They left. Amanda stood trembling. I finished my breakfast, washed my plate, and looked at her. Really looked, for the first time in 5 days. Cereal's in the pantry. Don't forget you have class. It wasn't much, but her relief was everything. She hugged me. I didn't hug back but didn't push her away. I know I have a lot to prove, she whispered. I know, but I'll do whatever it takes. Final update, it's been a weekend of revelations. Saturday morning, Amanda woke at 7 a.m. to make breakfast, burnt eggs and soggy toast, but she tried. She's been doing her own laundry, cleaning unprompted, and hasn't mentioned Hassan. The real drama came unexpectedly. Melissa called Stephanie Saturday night, furious. Apparently, Timothy dumped her, saying the incident opened his eyes to her abandoning Amanda and that he didn't sign up for baby mama drama. The guy who wanted to play dad to a teen he met 3 times couldn't handle one night of real parenting. Melissa blamed me, screaming to Stephanie that I ruined her relationship and turned Amanda against her. Stephanie put her on speaker for Amanda and me to hear. He was marriage material, Stephanie. Do you know how hard it is to find a good man at my age? Brian's ruined everything with his stunt. Stephanie, calm. Brian didn't do anything. He gave Amanda what she asked for. Melissa called it parental alienation. Stephanie retorted, alienation requires parenting in the first place. The call ended with Melissa threatening legal action and Stephanie laughing so hard she spilled wine on my couch. Sunday was quiet. Amanda did homework at the kitchen table while I paid bills. She made us coffee, mine with 2 creams, hers with 1 cream, 1 sugar. We watched The Office after dinner, her choice. This morning, a car pulled up, Hassan in his beat-up Honda with a loud exhaust. Amanda saw him from the window, face paling. I didn't invite him, Dad, I swear. I watched her go outside. I couldn't hear, but she gestured wildly, pointing at the house, then herself as he crowded her space. She backed up, shaking her head. Then he grabbed her arm. I was out the door before I realized I was moving. Take your hand off my daughter. They froze. Amanda cried, maybe from relief. Hassan puffed up. Oh, now you want to talk? Amanda's been telling everyone you're ignoring her like a psycho, yet here you are. In my home, I cut in, grabbing my daughter after she told you to let go. That's assault, kid. I ain't your kid. No, you're not. You're a 17-year-old with truancy issues and a criminal record who thinks he can manipulate my daughter because she's vulnerable. But she's not anymore. She has her dad and I'm very much alive. I looked at Amanda. Do you want him here? She shook her head. No. I broke up with him Thursday. He won't accept it. You heard her. Don't come back. Don't call, text, or drive by. Nothing. Hassan glared at Amanda. This is bullshit, Amanda. You know what I want? She said firmly. I want you gone. I was stupid, really stupid, but I'm done. He slammed his car door, peeling out to seem tough, sounding like the kid he is. We stood in the driveway. I'm proud of you, I said. She sobbed, messy, snotty tears. I'm so sorry, Dad. I was awful to you. Yeah, I agreed, you were? She laughed through tears. You're supposed to say it's okay. It's not okay. What you said hurt, a lot. But we'll fix it. Even the Timothy thing? Especially that. That was messed up, Amanda. I know. God, I know. Timothy tried giving me dating advice about Hassan at the hotel, saying I should give him a chance to prove himself, the guy with a criminal record. Mom just nodded like he's a parenting expert. She doesn't even know Hassan's last name. We went inside. I made us coffee, hers with 1 cream, 1 sugar. What now? She asked. Now, you're grounded for 2 weeks for the party thing. No phone, no going out, no friends over. She nodded. Fair. I'll write apology letters, to Aunt Stephanie for dragging her into this, to Mom for embarrassing her in front of Timothy, even though she deserved it, and, to myself, for dating someone who treated me like property. I deserve better. You do. And you owe me something better too, the truth always. Even when you're mad, even when you hate me, even when you think I'm ruining your life. I can do that. Good. Also, you're getting a flip phone until you can pay half the smartphone bill. Dad. Dead people don't pay for iPhones. I may be alive again, but I'm not stupid. She grinned, nodding. Fair. As I write this, she's upstairs doing homework. Melissa's called 6 times. I haven't answered. Stephanie texted, Brother of the Year. I don't know if I handled this right. My dad would have whipped me for talking like that, but I'm not him and Amanda's not me. We're figuring it out. She'll be okay. We'll be okay. Timothy, per Melissa's latest voicemail, is dating a 28-year-old yoga instructor with no kids. Perfect. To those calling me Father of the Year, I'm not. Just a dad at his limit who got lucky things worked out. To those saying I'm abusive, think about what it's like being the only parent for 8 years, then told you're less than a guy who doesn't know your kid's grade. Amanda just brought me a turkey and Swiss sandwich, no pickles, just how I like it. We're gonna be fine.